Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. It's Sunday. You know what that means. Of course, it means we're here continuing the journey of Ben 10 Omniverse. This is Season 5, Episode 7. Of course, we'll not know the title until I get into the episode. Last week's episode, the more I thought about it, it was so good. But the more I thought about it, like, yeah, this is a really damn good episode. Like, it had a lot of really fun moments. And I think the coolest thing about it, besides the fact that officially, even though it was teased episodes back, the official return of freaking Ghost Freak. And of course, they gave his actual name in the show, something with the Z or whatever. He's still Ghost Freak to me. I'm going to stick with Ghost Freak, just letting you know. But the coolest thing on top of that is that we actually got a world, an alien planet, that is very reminiscent of Transylvania in terms of monsters. It actually reminded me of Nightmare Before Christmas when it comes to Halloween Town. Very reminiscent of that because it's all monsters. And they're seeing Ben as the monster. And of course, Ben sees them as a monster, but they're looking at Ben and Rook and everyone else going, monsters! Oh my god, monsters! And it's funny to see that perspective. And the fact is, the plumber that is stationed on that planet is also a monster. He's a werewolf, but he's a plumber, and he had to be the one to go, it's not so much about our looks, it's actually about, you know, us as our deeds, our individuality and all that kind of stuff. And they still said Ben was ugly, so I thought that was pretty funny. I had a great time with the episode. I really enjoyed seeing the return of Ghost Freak, but actually this planet as a whole. It's just cool to see that there's still unique and interesting stuff they're still developing and bringing into the world of Ben 10, and this is just another really cool addition. So can't wait to dive into the next episode, guys, see what happens here. I'm really curious where we go from here, and I also loved the new intro as well, which I saw, like, people were commenting saying, hey, what's with the intro? What's going on in previous episodes before that one? So I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. Like, what the hell's going on? Like, what? And now it makes 100% sense because there were some spoilers. There was stuff shown in that showed, like, before we got to that episode, they showed stuff that if I would have seen that intro beforehand, it would have spoiled potentially some stuff. So I'm glad that Ben 10 Theorist, who's been sending me the episodes or whatever, edited and made sure I didn't see that until it was the right time to see that really cool Halloween-esque kind of horror kind of esque, you know, theme, which was really cool. So I hope we get to see it again, hopefully. But anyways, guys, let's get into this episode now. Let's check it out. Let's go. Frankenstein's lab. Oh, Ghost Freak. Ooh. Yes. Oh.
I'm sorry. I have no idea to what you are referring.
It is an object as old as time itself. It is mine.
Oh, this alpha rune.
Oh, this?
Ready to give it up.
I am Charmcaster.
Charmcaster.
Spellbinder. Conqueror of Ouija.
I love the clapping they did. Yeah. Ben 10. Ben 10.
Not cool.
Not cool, man.
Off limits to girls.
Charmcaster,
Ooh,
to
hey.
teach you how to knock.
Yeah, he has looked better.
Hey, occupado.
What's in the
The
bathroom?
sanctity of the bathroom.
Providence? No, I don't think so. Him? I don't know. He's
Jesus, Providence. We're going back. I had to go back. Did you say Providence? This went by so fast.
Providence? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, Providence. What the what? She knows Providence? My god, this is the crazy thing because I literally just finished the crossover between Generator Rex and Ben 10. The 2-episode arc, and all of a sudden she mentions Providence? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god.
How do you know about Charmcaster?
Gwen told
Yeah.
me.
Gwen?
Oh, Gwen tells everything,
Talk to
right?
Gwen.
She has attached a hideous parasite
That was
to your
before she
face.
showed up.
Stand still. You will have to come with us.
Yes.
Great, let's get going.
She's not exactly the trustworthy type.
Exactly.
Do not worry.
We both want the scare, so we should work together towards a mutual goal. Why can't you see the logic in this?
You've tried to destroy me on several occasions.
So teaming
Most
up.
occasions.
Yeah, most.
You're not still angry about me destroying that replacement part, are you?
Yes, 100% you should be.
Does anyone else want to be an adult here?
Why is no one talking? Wait, what?
The name's Hop.
What the hell?
I'm kind of in charge around here.
Okay.
Great. Yeah, okay. Check you later. Good talk.
That was
So you'd
awkward as
rather
fuck.
stay cooped?
Even if I wanted to team up with you, which I don't,
Don't.
I can't leave the ship anyway.
That's why I can't leave. Ah, fireworks.
Are you coming with me to defeat the scare once and for all, or what?
Sure. No one's speaking. It's weird. It's just weird. I love the visuals. It's weird that no one else was speaking in that scene.
Now you can walk amongst these hideous, disgusting, nightmarish
Yes,
creatures.
that's the
as if
positive.
You are one of them.
Hi there.
Hi.
Victoria?
Victoria?
I don't know if I know.
She's not talking about you.
No, no.
What is he doing? Oh my god.
Oh, it tastes awful.
Those scarecrows do not seem to be very effective.
No.
Speak for yourself.
Wow, what is up with swamp fire?
Whoa. Okay. It's a bunch of pumpkin heads. I don't think he should have came along, but what do I know? Maybe fire on fire is not the best approach.
What's that for?
Damn, it's effective.
Well, that's all I got. Running away from a fight?
Typical. Well,
I'm not running away.
gonna shut it? Yeah.
I held them off as long as I could.
Oh, I'm sure you
Everybody
did.
make it.
Oh my god.
How did you...
What's your favorite food? Is it coffee?
Why is she obsessed?
What direction does it say?
Don't encourage her.
Don't encourage her to
Do
talk
you
to
know
that
where you're
thing.
going?
You're texting Gwen?
My own knowledge of magical things is very limited.
This way.
Okay, the purse says, oh no. Oh. That was a nice nod to Shining.
Oh yeah.
He's still
Man,
dead.
even Hubble got a cool monster.
Oh, what the fuck?
Swamp fire? Again?
Whoa. What the hell?
Man,
Oh, that's freaking cool, man. Just keep running. Goodbye. He's just sitting on his throne. Yeah.
I've been expecting you.
Oh.
Alpha rune is mine.
Enjoy your worthless rock.
Worthless.
Now
Oh.
drained all its power.
Wait, what? And they're back. Must fight them again. Why not?
The Alpha rune is weakened, but far from powerless.
Oh, shit. Okay, I was about to say. Yep. What the fuck?
that is the
Crazy.
coolest thing ever.
Oh, shit.
It's still pretty awesome.
It's still pretty awesome. Oh, shit. Uh-oh.
What am I?
Yeah, what is going on?
Right.
They keep evolving the look of the character. Okay, command all them, use them. Yep. Oh. Of course she's gonna break through.
Creepy pumpkin head guys. Huh?
Victoria Tennyson.
What? What?
Um,
Yeah, of course she's gonna break out.
I changed my mind.
which one?
Mm. He's gonna grab the fish.
My dear.
The fish, seriously? Is she just standing there letting this happening to her? I guess. She's not even trying to fight back.
Sweetheart. Sorry.
Just Gwen's book of spells.
That's convenient and handy.
It'll do something. Something that sounds magic-y.
Magic-y.
Most likely your unpleasant skin condition was a direct result of swamp fire, slowly blossoming into his new form.
I don't know what I ever saw in you. Why didn't you tell me that Fuzzy one knew magic?
He did not. It was strictly his proximity to the Alpha Rune.
So the purse was actually talking back to Charmcaster. Adwaita. We've not seen that character in a long time, and it makes sense because he's actually imprisoned inside the purse, and that's who she's been talking to this entire episode. And we'll talk about her kind of, I guess, mood, or kind of way she just basically handled herself throughout the episode. We'll definitely get to that. Interesting that Ben literally really only turned to Swampfire, but it kept evolving. And the way it was worded, because that's what Gwen texted Rook, which is great how Rook and Gwen text each other. And more stuff than just about Ben and everything. Of course, he was having problems with his face and everything. And that girl Victoria, which is a weird side plot that we'll talk about in a minute as well. The whole like Victoria following him around. Is that he blossomed. So Swampfire blossomed into a new form. So now he has a new design. It's not so much like a redesign of Swampfire. He actually, like a plant, he blossomed and became something else. He evolved. So very interesting. And I like the design and the way they kept like evolving it over throughout the episode. Very, very cool. So that was cool to see that. And so I was like, cool. So it was their own way of redesigning Swampfire, but without actually like just redesigning the actual look. They actually changed the look and made sense in terms of a plant perspective, because of course he's part plant. So awesome. One quick thing to note, and I did mention it in the reaction, and I'm hoping I've kept it in, and I'm pretty sure I will. The scene with the plumber, I forget the duck's name. Neither of them spoke in the episode, and they were in that entire scene. They kept just making like small noises or no noises. Like the wolf, they just came up with wolf noises. But for obviously the duck pilot or whatever, I keep forgetting his name, Dudeson or whatever his name is, not one word, not one single thing said. And I think it's because the voice actors for either of those characters were not a part of this episode, so they literally had them in a scene and explain why they're not going to be continuing past this point to continue the episode. It was noticeable as hell. There's been other times where they found a way to make it not as noticeable, that they have the character there in a scene and they're not speaking because they don't have the actual voice actor there to voice any lines. They could have maybe approached this a little bit differently to make it make sense why these two characters are not going to be continuing past a certain point in the episode, because obviously the focus is Charmcaster, who's now in the mix and acting strange. So I wish they would have handled that a little bit better. But that's the one little major issue I had, was that it was so obvious neither of the voice actors were actually available, or they didn't bring them in to voice any lines. So they should have probably changed that scene a little bit better, or made it better overall, to make it not as obvious. So, Charmcaster's mood. Charmcaster's just basically, I guess, just in the episode in general, before the turning point. She was herself immediately when she confronted, and she knows the name of Ghost Freak. She, like, said right out the gate, she also said fucking Providence. What the hell? Anyways, Providence from Generator X. In case you're like, what? Providence of Generator X. That's what she was referring to. I'm like, what the fuck? So, when she was speaking with Ghost Freak, she was herself 100%. Then when she got in the same bathroom, funny how she got transported there, she became a different person. She became Charmcaster, but not really. Ben called it right out, like, I don't trust this, but let's team up, I guess. Because she played it really convincingly that she's losing her mind and that she's talking to the purse. She really played it very well. The whole point was to get back to that room, which basically looked like Frankenstein's laboratory, which was awesome, like where Frankenstein's monster gets created. I love the laboratory sequence. Love just the visuals in general of this Transylvania-esque planet is awesome, and I love the fact that we were continuing from last week's episode into this. So her whole point was to get back to there to get this specific rune, and now, of course, she has this body armor and stuff. I guess another critique I forgot to mention, because I said my one critique was the fact that the voice actors are not available in that scene. It was pretty obvious. She got defeated pretty easily. They were just throwing stuff at her. She just allowed it to keep happening. She just allowed them to keep throwing stuff at her to destroy her armor and to take her out. That was a little bit strange. It felt like they didn't actually have a really good idea of how to actually end end this fight. So they basically were just throwing bottles and stuff that was a part of, like, all the stuff that Rook had taken along just in case something happens to kind of help Ben and just in general, which is like strange. They had this planned out, but then again, it's good they did, because it actually helped stop Charmcaster. But it's just kind of strange that she allowed them to take her out. So kind of strange, like in the way they handled it. But I like the body armor and how she was very powerful in general. That was pretty cool, and all the pumpkin head kind of creatures as well. They overdid it a little bit, like we had to fight them again, but then of course the turn with Charmcaster. So I get that point, but it's like They could have maybe found something else, because the whole mirror creatures, that was freaking cool, right? And when Ben turned into that, because every time he transformed into Swampfire again, it kept like evolving and changing the look a little bit. The mirror also turned into that version with a little bit of different color scheme. Loved it. And I love seeing the mirror monsters. Like, that was pretty cool. Like, I love that visual sequence there. It was just unique, and it really stood out. That's kind of why I was hoping for something else in the third act, in terms of, even though again it was more of the Pumpkinhead monsters, they could have found something else maybe that they could have fought before the turn of Charmcaster, because they already fought them getting into the castle. So I was kind of hoping they would have switched it up, but whatever. So Charmcaster mentions Providence, which, crazy timing, because I literally just tonight, as I'm filming this video for Sunday, and part 1 of Generator X and Ben 10 crossover is going to go out in 2 days after Ben 10 Omniverse on Sunday. Of course, this is releasing on Sunday, so I'm filming this 2 days prior. I literally filmed, about 2 hours ago or so, the 2-part. I knew it was part 1 of something for Generator X, and I was planning on filming 2 episodes ahead anyways, going on vacation and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, rambling. I literally saw that crossover with them, and literally now, freaking the crazy timing of it all, freaking Charmcaster references Providence. Insane. I wonder if she just knows about them, because what they said within the Generator X Ben 10 crossover that the Null Void is a thing. So she was stuck in the Null Void at one point. So I'm wondering if that's how she's heard of Providence or heard of the organization, because I'm assuming things have been sent into there because or got trapped in there. Who knows? Who knows? Because the Null Void is now a thing that many different planets could be sending stuff into. Who's to say? That's where they sent this Alpha character that was introduced within the Ben 10 Generator X crossover event, which was the villain of the 2-episode arc. So yeah, she's heard of it. That's pretty crazy. The timing of it, the insane timing of that. So yeah, overall, I had a really good time with this episode. Oh, thankfully I didn't forget, but I did mention it briefly, but I do want to actually address it more. The subplot with Victoria, this girl that was like obsessed with Ben, and she even knew who this was, because she's like, oh, Victoria Tennyson. It's like, okay, it's a funny gag to an extent, because he's seen as a monster in the last episode, and then when he first walks out and just like gets pelted and stuff in this episode with like trash and shit. But as he's getting more uglier with all the big like bumps and stuff, because of, turns out, the transformation of basically the evolution of Swampfire was causing him to have some sort of effect on his body, facial wise, in terms of all the bumps, stuff that's like really disgusting looking, giant like pimples. She was like obsessed. Then of course when he's back to being himself again, I don't know what I ever saw in you, like, well, you saw this ugliness in him, because when they see Ben as just a human, oh, he's ugly. But when he has these bumps and stuff, I'm assuming that they see him as a monster, or they see him as an equal, or at least they don't think he's ugly. Because even when that group of like monsters saw him before Victoria showed up for the first time, they're like, "What's up?" Like, "Hey," like, because it's another monster, or it's like, "Hey, it's an ugly person," or something like they think ugly is evil, but like, "Hey, it's just a normal guy." All the bumps on his face, so. Yeah, that's kind of a strange subplot, but hey, whatever. Just to add some ridiculousness, and the fact that it's happening at the weird times and stuff. And it's like, the hell's going on here? Like, what? I have to keep dealing with this? So, yeah. So, I wonder where we go from here. Are we going to stay on Transylvania world or whatever? Are we going to go back to Earth? Like, I don't know. I mean, he was repairing the ship, so maybe we'll be back next week in terms of being on Earth. Who knows? I have no idea. So, yeah. Hope you guys know the reaction. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this episode. I had a really good time with it, besides my issues a little bit here and there. But I still had a great time seeing Ghost Freak return and everything. Oh, that one funny moment where he immediately sends Charmcaster as she's going through this whole spiel again of like saying who she is and what she is and all this stuff, like how powerful she is. Snap, you're sent away. The 2 little lackeys clapping. Those voice actors weren't even there either as well. It's not a thought about that, but I don't think they were. But anyways, still, that was a pretty funny moment. I'm done rambling. Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this episode. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What were some of your highlights, some of your favorite moments? Let me know your thoughts. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.